Welcome back to the channel, and if you're new here, thanks for joining. This is episode number 5 of the Single Mom Life. Cherish is just out in the garden doing a little bit of spraying for bugs, and it would seem that Cody's upstairs doing a bit of self-woohoo bright and early this morning, so that's fun for us. So some things never change. Okay, in her bed. Oh my god. Get out of there. This is not okay. Yeah, exactly. He's laughing, I'm laughing, but this is not okay. It just isn't. You should be ashamed of yourself. Go out there and garden and do something productive with your day. For the love of Pete. All right. So, it looks like we have Bentley outside. He's always outside. That little kid, he is a curious cat. We love him. So, he's just outside. He's probably playing with his truck. That's what that kid does. And what about you, Brantley? What are you up to? He's like, I'm just going to go out here and talk to Mom. Perfect. We love to see it. All right. So, oh no, Bentley's like, I'm going to go in and get some food. Okay, so picking right up where we left off, we're just getting a little bit of gardening done because our garden needed to be weeded. It needed to be sprayed for bugs. It was in a little bit of shambles. They hadn't tended to it very much. In the last episode, we had Miko suddenly just turn up, and they had a bit of a little bit of an argument over. Well, Cody kicked her out, right? He was like, get off my land. She's like, you can't do that. He's like, the hell I can't. So that's kind of where we picked up here in this episode. So they're just trying to do a little bit of catch up as far as the things go that need to be done. There's trash in the chicken coop. Like, the garden needs to be tended. So that's just what we're doing. The boys are just tending to themselves as far as playing and doing whatever it is that they need to do as far as their needs go. I would assume, since it is the middle of the week, it is the middle of the week, isn't it? Yes, it is. That Cody probably does have to go to work today. So Cherish is like, okay, now that the garden's done, I'm going to get a little bit of writing in. Since Dad's currently here, he can help with the boys. So he's just going to finish picking up a little bit while she gets some writing in, which I personally think is a great plan. So that is just what we're going to do. And as you can see, it looks like I went ahead and updated their photo because, yes, they both got their updated looks. And so I wanted their photo to reflect that. And now I'm going to lock that because obviously I do want to take, capture this look here because our boys will be aging up. I don't think it's too soon, actually, but they will be aging up to children sooner rather than later. And I would like to get another photo at that point. That way we have several photos of each stage of their life, and it doesn't just keep overwriting it. So I have locked that photo in place. That way we kind of have one of each stage of the life, because we do know that Cody currently is an adult, Cherish is a young adult, and the boys are toddlers, but that will not always be the case. So I want photos so that we can keep those memories on the wall here, because this family will be in this house for quite some time to come. You're supposed to be taking care of the boys, and here you are watching anime. Like, what the hell, Cody? Why don't you go do something with your life? Yeah, go do some laundry. Like, if you don't have anything better to do with your time than sit there and disturb Cherish while she's trying to write a book, I'll find you work to do. Never mind that. I can always find you crap to do. Trust me. This is a farm, so there's plenty to do. Truly. And I don't think that the boys are completely potty trained as of yet, so I do, though, think that they have enough skill that they can go potty on their own. So we love to see that, because honestly, like, before they get that, like, what is it, level 2, before they can go on their own, till they get to that point, like, it's rough. Constantly, oh, I lied. See? Bentley's not there yet. He still needs Grandpa to take him up and potty train him because he's not quite yet to level 2. And so, yeah, he's constantly pooing himself. And then he gets a dirty diaper we got to change. We got to give him frequent baths. It's a whole thing. So go upstairs and get him potty trained. Cody, get off your dang phone. Clearly she's she's writing a good book. She's very energized. She's loving it. She's just loving life. It's just a good day. It's just a good day all around. I love that for her. I do. Cody, I'm not going to tell you again. If you turn that TV on, you and I, we're going to have some real big issues. There you go, talking to her again. Can't you see she's working? She's like, don't you have a job to do?
Branka, Hispa, Kres Larkim, Frody Maruthe, Blinzel Phoebe.
Clearly, she's that good of a writer that she can multitask. Because it does... Oh, no. See? You've done messed her up. She's like, Dad, I'm trying to focus. You're messing up my storyline. Yeah, well, you know what, Cherish? He's not only messing up your storyline, he's also messing up mine. So there's that. All right. Seriously, go potty train the boys. And Brantley is just being creative. He's just drawing, tending to his little self. All right, we got a potty training cat here going on. That's great. We love it. And then we're going to have one do potty training and the other one will do mealtime. I love it. I love that we've got this like teamwork thing going on. I guess some would argue that technically she's not being the single mom life because she has help with her dad. But trust me, it is the single mom life because honestly, grandparents have a mind of their own. Grandparents have a way of doing things. Grandparents are like, you're not doing this right. You're not doing that right. You're not doing this right. You're not doing that right. You should have done it like this. You should have done it like that. And honestly, like, can't you just help and be supportive of the way that I want to raise my kid? You tried the first time with me. So let me do it my way. If I fall on my face, I fall on my face. We all live and learn. Anyhow, that being said, it is nice that she has help. It is nice that, you know, she does have her dad there to help her and all that. But, I mean, people don't live forever. And I think her biggest concern really is, we all know it. We love Cody. We do. Don't you get me wrong. But he is very, he's opinionated. He's a little bit judgmental. We know this about him. And he ain't afraid to let anybody know it. So, I mean, she's got her hands full. She really does. And she's in a house full of men. God help her soul. Alright, so she's provided lunch, and now she's just going to grab herself a bite to eat. And once everyone is off the potty and all that, we'll get Grandpa to just throw him in the high chair. Clearly, Grandpa's not doing it, so she's like, okay, that's fine. That's fine, Dad. I'll come all the way back upstairs and do it since you're just standing there looking at him. She's like, what about you? Do you need to go potty? Well, come on. Let's go potty. Alright, so yeah, they're definitely working together here as a team. We got kind of the switcheroo. She did a feed. He did a potty. Now he did a feed. I don't know. They're working together. I think he is now heading off to work. God, I hope he's heading off to work. He's not. He's not. He's going to eat. And he's going to leave this poor child trapped in a high chair. Look at Bentley. He's like, hello. I finished with my meal. Am I just going to sit here all day? Yes? Okay. That's great. Thank you. Okay. Cherish is like, hold on, sweet boy. I'll get you out in just a second. I have no idea where your papa went. We don't know. He gets distracted easily. Honestly. I think the man might be a little bit ADHD.
Oh, Repsig!
They are so adorably cute, those boys. He ain't even crying because he's just trapped in that chair either. He's being so good. Oh, now you come back. All right, then. She's like, well, since you're going to be back now, I'm going to go finish writing my book. Stay up here with the boys and play with them. Don't be coming down bugging me. At some point today, I think maybe Cherish should probably try to go out and go for a run or something. I don't think she's left the house at all in quite some time. I was going to have her bake something, but then I thought to myself, he's not going to stay up there with those boys for forever. So how about we make him bake something, and then it'll keep him from coming in there and talking to her while she's writing a book. There is a method to my madness. There truly is. But he doesn't want to bake. I tried like 3 times to get him to do it. I queued it up, and he's like, no. But I think they're doing flashcards, so I'll take it. So after she writes this book, I am just going to have her go ahead and probably get it published, and then I think I'm gonna have her go for a run. And Brantley's just gonna go back out here to this tunnel. So we have Bentley, who loves playing with his truck, and he likes to play basketball. And then you have Brantley, who he is constantly going in here and playing with this tunnel. He likes to crawl through it and just like lay in there and daydream. So he's a little bit of a dreamer, that one. He's precious. He's just a real sweet little boy. Bentley's a little bit of a wild child, and Brantley is just, he likes to lay in there and dream and take his little naps in it. Like, he's just a sweet little boy. So, they're very, very different, the twins. But they're both just precious as can be. Love it to death. Alright, so she's done going to the washroom now, and we're just going to go ahead and publish this book, and then I'm going to have her go on and... Why are you naked? Oh, she just hadn't got dressed again from going to the washroom, I guess. Just took her a minute. Alright, so let's go ahead and go on and go for like a jog or a walk or something. Yeah, go for a jog. Or for a walk. Just enjoy the sunny day. It's beautiful out. It's a beautiful day out. Get you off the land. Both of the boys are good. One's taking a nap. One's with Grandpa. They're good to go. He must have the day off. So we'll just leave them to it. And you can just enjoy yourself. It'll be fantastic. You can just like take in the countryside and the fresh air and just maybe gather some inspiration for writing a new book. It'll be lovely. And he can just do Grandpa stuff. Clean up after the boys and whatever. Like, look how beautiful it is. Oh, it's so beautiful out. Look at the clouds and the sky. And, oh, it's just great. Just gotta love it. Look how happy she looks to be out walking about. She's like, oh, it's a beautiful day. It's a beautiful day for a walk. Like, she is absolutely loving this weather and loving this neighborhood. And she's just, she's like, this was such a good idea and such a good plan. Like, it's so wholesome out here. I knew this was the right choice when I decided to move out here. What the heck does that say? Oh, hold on. What does that say? I'm sorry, but I got very distracted. Child support payment stopped. The Sim City government has approved Miko's request to stop paying child support for Bentley and Brantley. A case has been made that Cherish and Cherish all have a more stable financial situation than Miko and are better suited to support Brantley and Bentley, respectively. Miko Ojo Aldridge is no longer required to pay child support. Like, what the bloody F? Okay. Okay. Uh, uh, okay, so yesterday she shows up at the house out of the blue without asking, just shows up wanting to do what? Who knows? So first she calls and says, hey, can I just come over? No, you can't. Then she shows up unannounced, uninvited, and then the very next day she sends us something saying, oh, by the way, I asked them to stop payments and they've agreed and I'm no longer going to pay child support for the boys to you? Are you freaking kidding me? So I think Cherish is probably pissed. I think she's going to go tell Cody, like, you're never going to believe what just happened. I just got a letter in the mail saying that Miko's no longer going to pay child support for the boys. So not only did she abandon us and walk completely out, and not only did she call and try to come see them and then showed up uninvited, and I realized that I gave you grief over kicking them out, but like, you were right. All along you were right, because she was totally going to do it again, and now she's gone so far as to take away any financial help for the children, and like, literally she's complete, like, Dad, what am I going to do? And he's like, you don't need her. You're a famous writer. You are going to be a best-selling author. You don't need her. We don't need her. We are perfectly able to be able to take care of the boys. I have a good job. You are a good writer. Everything's going to be fine. We don't need her, and you need to keep her away from the boys. And I think this is that turning point that Cherish needed to make the decision that she is going to keep Miko completely away from the boys. She is not going to let her anywhere near them. She's not going to let her ruin their lives or make any promises that she can't keep. She's not going to allow her to break their hearts, or she's just not going to allow it. Miko wanted out. Miko's out. The end. Period. So these boys are hers and no one else's. So she is going to go to court, and she's going to basically have the courts deem has sole custody of them, and she turn over all rights to these boys, and she's going to take their name and change it to just Aldridge. So this is going to be a situation that Cherish is going to pursue, because if Miko has gone through this length to ensure that she is not a part of Brantley and Bentley's life, then Cherish is going to go the extra mile to ensure that she can't come back in the future and haunt them and turn their lives upside down, to ensure their safety and to protect them as any good mother would do. So Cherish is really, really upset. She's really, really hurt by this news. She's super angry, and suddenly has decided that she wants to paint, which is weird because she's not a painter. So she's a writer, but whatever. I guess she decided to take it out with paint. You would think she would have gone and like put this into like fueled this into some book writing, but I think this was news that she was really not expecting. I think part of her thought when Miko showed up that she was going to try to worm her way back in. She never expected that. She never expected that news to come today. I think part of her kind of thought that maybe Miko was coming around to say like, oh, hey, you know, I've been maybe thinking and I kind of miss you guys, and I wanted to know if maybe you wanted to like, you know, go have coffee and maybe kind of talk about it, like how are the boys, and, you know, tell me about them. But no, maybe let's give Miko the benefit. You know what? I don't even want to give that girl the benefit of the doubt, but let's, barf. But devil's advocate, let's say she was like coming to say like, hey, you know, whatever, I need to talk. I don't really know why she showed up, but it was probably just to be like, heads up, I'm about to do this. But do people like that actually give a heads up, or do they just do crappy crap? They probably just do crappy crap. I don't know, because I'm not that kind of person, so I couldn't tell you. But anyhow, that's where we're at. And so she is, as you can see, just going ahead and setting up some bank accounts. She is trying to get her funds in order because, as you well know, she needs to make sure that she has some savings saved up and ways that she can make sure that she has money set aside. She does know that they do have a decent amount of income, but she wants to make sure they have some savings and things that they can fall back on in the event of emergencies. I mean, they have kids. Things happen with kids. and you never can tell. Obviously, Cody makes decent money. She makes good royalties with her books, but things happen in life and you never know. So that said, I am going to go ahead and call this episode an end, and I will see you guys in the next one. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. Hit the notification bell so you are notified when another episode goes live, and I will see you guys in the next one. And until then, I'm gonna fly away. Bye, y'all.